What's good, YouTube? Today is finally the day. Finally the day we see Pot of Desires fall back to $50. It hasn't been doing too much in the meta. It just hasn't been there. It doesn't work well with the zoo deck. We've only seen one zoo deck even top a regionals, I believe, topping with Pot of Desires in the deck. Odd enough. Wow. Did not think we would see the day, because you recur the Zodiac engine multiple times and it's a resource game kind of in the mirror. It's really hard to use Pot of Desires and just blindly banish. And again, it's also pretty bad against grass deck. So like the meta just naturally countered it. Wow, back down. And it was actually $50 for near mints on TCG Player, but a few people decided, I've been waiting for this $50, I'm gonna buy them. So we see it's 52 on TCG, but people keep listing them on up over here on the eBays for the 50 mark. Oh, what a day, what a day. We've been waiting for it so bad, so long, and we've been calling for it to be 50 for a while. Great news. I'd like to thank everyone who made this moment possible, but really, it's the meta, and just faded out of being relevant. It's crazy that that happened, but it did. It just gets punished by grass. It just gets punished if you played in the zoo deck yourself. It actually kind of became that minus by hurting. Like, the only way you can justify it is, like, setting up with multiple cards to prevent field wipes and then trying to get more back row after you set up your board, which can still get kaiju'd and then field wiped. I just don't see it being as relevant, even if you're trying to set up an insane board and then back up even further, because you'll still draw those monsters. They're still in your deck. It's just... it's finally down. But what is going up? Oh, man. Oh, man. All the Dark Magician stuff. You see the norm is 23. Back up, 37. 38, actually, light played. And we see the cheapest is almost 39 here. Actually, very similar on eBay, 38, 39. The Dark Magician stuff keeps going up. And with no monsters on your field, I summon my Dark Magician and declare a direct attack, or whatever he says in that commercial. That could be the real driving force as Duel Links. A lot of people said the movie, and Duel Links got a lot of people in, and they found out Dark Magician and Blue Eyes are actually semi-competitive decks. Link format hype, people are suggesting that this will be good in Link format to me. I just can't justify the prices, as a lot of these cards will probably be in the Megatin or in future. They always make Yu-Gi and Kaiba structures. A lot of these cards that I'm listing on this Market Watch are probably going to be in the next Yu-Gi and Kaiba structures if they're not in the Megatins. And I really think, looking forward, they're not going to put these in the Megatins and they're going to make Yu-Gi and Kaiba structures. Just like Gigabyte wasn't in the Megatins, ended up in a structure. I mean, of course, there are cards that, you know, I can be completely wrong here. This is just a random call by me. There are cards that end up in the Megatin and then structures too. There are cards that end up, you know, just being that way. But that's my own personal kind of future call. Take it for what you will. Don't do any monetary investment or any kind of backing based on that theorem. But that's just my theory, is that these are going to end up in Yu-Gi and Kaiba structures in the future. So if you're wanting it for fun, hold off. Magician's Navigation also $31. We see the norm was back down to 19. We've seen it had evened back out. Ah, man. What you doing? The norm listed 33. It quickly rises. 31. 32. 32.50. 33. Adam Korn. Not the cheapest for once. What you doing, Adam? But seriously, these cards just keep rising. And there was a 27 last night. It sold, flew off the shelf. I refreshed last night, saw that it was 27, refreshed. I keep tabs open for multiple days to watch for you guys. I don't just go in the morning, type up all the cards I'm thinking up. I keep multiple tabs open multiple days to watch what's happening so I can tell you what's happened with them. And it's crazy that they're just selling that high. It's really interesting. That's how I was able to tell you there were Pot of Desires at the 50 mark on TCG Player last night. So it was disappointing not to just, you know, start out with the it's 50, because it was 52 over here for the near mint. But as we continue on, a collector's card. These are all, by the way, suggested by a YouTube subscriber who messaged me. You can always tell me what's going on, but I'm going to make my own assessments. You can say your thoughts, but I will make my own assessments. He says this is a collector card, and that's why it's going up. But we already see sellers listing back at the normal market price. It was a low of 12 yesterday, and it was completely sold out, as you see. On here, it was actually a low of 14. Adam actually had 12 ready. Again, Adam, you're falling behind. Not really, though. You know, he was probably first on the scene and then this happened. But as you see, it just got hype, and there's only one seller with this at the $8 mark. And if we go on over to eBay, the lowest is 12. And then quickly rising there as well. And then there's like full little spellcaster cute things. You know, if you want to set... At least they're offering something extra than this seller, so... It's just interesting to see it rise that fast. We have the one seller wanting to sell it now, but it was an initial increase the other night. I can't really tell what it's for. If you know what it's for, meta-wise or fun-wise, let me know in the comment section below. Of course, a pretty busted card itself. It's, you know, got its features. It's, you know, which is, for collectors, they like female Yugi cards in a sense. So... this card had been really hyped on its release, too. It's just it's a cool collector card. It's similar to Guardian Gyarados almost to me, like, in terms of looks. I could see why people like it a lot. And then we have Sage with the Eyes of Blue sitting here at 33. Let me make sure I refresh this tab. I always go through and refresh all the tabs, but sometimes I get stuck, like, gawking at eBay. Yep, still 33 here. And as we see, that's actually kind of the norm. It's just continuing to go up. Last time I think I showed it off, it was 28 rather than the 30 mark. It had quelled back down, but now it's going back up. So this isn't like new news. But like I said, my theory is, with the Dark Magician stuff and then this, that they might skimp on the megatins and then make a structure. So I think there might be an initial spike too after the megatins. But again, this is all my crazy crackpot theory. We're just reporting on the now. But yeah, I seriously could see them doing that, you know. And then we get into, okay, these have been this way for a while, but it was kind of surprising to me on a Megalo that the fact that the first ed near mint was actually the cheapest in the secret section. Then we go unlimited, and, you know, continue on that. So, this guy just wants to kind of sell his fest. Was he actually the cheapest on Sage, too? Was that, Silent? Yeah, same guy, Phantasm Gaming, cheapest here, too. Seems like he's letting the deals fly. Good job, man. But it did boggle me that a first ed was the cheapest, and then we go into all these. So it's been this way for a while, as we see 1789, but actually it's a little increased. People are starting to buy this out with link format hype, saying that, you know, it only needs 1 Xyz, you make the toad and you still build your board, it breaks through boards easy. We'll see how it does in link format. It's kind of like the new Glad Beast. Every time there's a quell, it comes back now, it seems. And we actually see it's 19 lows, also with the first ed here. But if we go non-first ed on eBay, there's a lot of, you know, light play, mild play, and then we go into 1760 unlimited. So unlimited is kind of the cheapest, but only $1 some odd more for the first eds if you've been hunting those for a while, and you want the near mint first ed. You can start kind of picking them off at the same price as the unlimited secrets, and it's still pretty high. But that's just kind of something funny that I noticed, was that, hey guys, like, this seems like kind of a deal if you can get the first ed of a secret that is this old. Like, this is getting old now. It's Abyss Rising, years ago. And it's the same price as the Unlim. Usually, if it really sees play, we'll start to see the first ed spike further and further. So, if you've been hunting down the first eds for a while, I would kind of consider it now. Abyssus is sitting at pretty prices too. The ultimate rare, as you see, is actually just around its market price. But last time I actually checked, like, the ultis were 20s and the ultras were like 17s. But now the ultra was actually at 22, I think, last night. And now we see someone's listed their set here at 19. But yeah, last night, I think 23 was actually the lowest when I was watching on the Unlims. And again, somebody's listing a set of first eds cheaper than anyone else's prices. But below the norm too. Very interesting, because the norm, as you see, is 24. So this is actually kind of, these two listers are kind of down below, but then we see first ed, back at the norm. So just two sellers kind of going out there trying to sell their cards. Is it justified? I think in link format we will see something. Now this I actually, 143 watching, nobody buying. People are thinking, you know, this guy has 13 feedback. I would be cautious too, but it says it's in pristine condition and that it is what it is. So if you're looking for a deal on Abyssus, apparently this guy has them at 10 piece at Ultra EN. But 143 people are cautious about it. And then we see, of course, its prices go back to normal. Let's go to buy it now. Reduce the listings. And we see that 23-ish, 24 on the ultis here. And this is just an ultra. We have them all listed. So actually, ultis are the cheapest available on eBay. Oh man, at least the pictures are. Maybe I'm wrong. These are light play actually. Okay, but near mint is it's an ulti in the picture. It doesn't say ulti in the description. Let's see. Ultra rare. Ooh, the bait. Ulti picture, ultra rare. Ooh, 0 feedback too. I like the bait. Not really, actually. I think it's despicable. But, so ultras are the cheapest. They just use the wrong picture. Ultra rare, okay. Interesting. Just interesting how this is going on eBay. Always be careful with your listings, boys. I got fooled on the first look, but I would have definitely checked further before buying. Just be careful, kids. But yeah, as we see, the ultis seem to be sitting here. It's a little cheaper deal on TCG Player for once. And yeah, just kind of interesting where this has gone. And our final wrap-up card, White Prince. I did refresh this tab. He's at $1. So people are telling me this is a short print common. Core TCG always ran out. Really interesting to see it. 21 total prices, so 21 sellers. But this guy is sitting with 20 to hold the line once it starts heading up towards $1.50. But there's just not many on market. And talking about not many on market, 4 results on eBay. So eBay has been bought out. If you want to list yours on eBay and set kind of the new lower price and sell yours now, might be a good idea to use eBay. Again, people tend to not use it for the cheaper cards because the fees are a little heftier, that 30-cent PayPal fee, and then the stamp, it just kind of hurts to sell for $1 because you're really getting 20 cents. But, you know, if you start listing for $2, you're the cheapest. People might buy playsets from you. So, it might be a good idea to go ahead and list yours on eBay. Of course, understandable, they will sell a cheaper card higher because of fees. What do you guys think about the market today, though? White Prince, you know, following suit of the other short print cards. Of course, not being like the STBL brother Whitemare over here, who just keeps going on up. But somebody finally quelled the market there, too, it looks like, at $12. Ooh, quelled. But at least it ain't 20, right, for an STBL common. Shout-outs to Vanity's Fiend. So give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll be doing another discussion today. Sorry to hit you with 3 market watches in a row. Yesterday I was really busy. I'm filming for while I'm gone in Atlanta. That's I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get back Monday. So I'm having to like spread my videos out a bit rather than push them all out a day. I know people like multiple uploads, but thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching Market Watch. I'll have another video today talking about a ban list discussion. Ooh. And actually an opposing view to a lot of tubers on that. So get ready for that. Buckle up, buckaroos.